What if everything you have been chasing, the success, the love, the peace, the security, was never something you were lacking? What if the pursuit itself was the illusion, and underneath it, your whole life, there has been a fullness so complete it needs nothing added to it? The Gnostics called this the Pleroma, the fullness, and they said every spark carries it, already locked inside the very fire of its being. Listen to me. There is a hunger that lives in the chest of human beings that no achievement ever fills. You get the thing you wanted and it quiets for a week. Then it returns, louder, more demanding. You assume the problem is you, that you have not done enough, become enough, earned enough. So you reach again, and again, and again. That hunger is not a signal that something is missing. It is a signal that you have forgotten something. There is a difference. One points outward, the other points home. The Gnostic teachers, the ones the empire tried to burn, the ones whose gospels were buried in clay jars in the Egyptian desert for 17 centuries, taught something that the religious institutions of power could not allow the people to know. That the divine fullness, the Pleroma, is not somewhere above you waiting to be earned. It is the ground you are already standing on. You were never separated from it. You were only made to believe you were. Colossians 2:9 and 10 says it plainly if you have eyes to read it. In him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and you are complete in him. Not will be complete, not might be complete if you perform correctly, are already complete. Feel that for a second, not as a concept, as a fact about yourself right now in this moment. The chase ends here, not because you quit, because you woke up. Napoleon Hill understood this from a different angle. In Think and Grow Rich, his chapter on faith is not about religion, it is about the consciousness you operate from. He observed that people who achieved extraordinary things operated as if the outcome was already real, as if they already lived in the fullness of what they wanted. He called it faith. The Gnostics called it remembering the Pleroma. The language is different, the mechanism is identical. The warrior who operates from the Pleroma, from the knowing that he is already complete, does not chase outcomes with desperation. He calls them toward him with certainty. There is no hunger in his eyes that others can smell and exploit. There is only the still power of someone who knows who he is. This 963 Hz frequency, the frequency of the divine order, the crown activation, the signal that opens the connection between your individual awareness and the universal source. This is not background noise. This is a tuning fork, and you are the instrument it is designed to wake up. I am already whole. I live in fullness. I release the hunger that was never real. I am the Pleroma expressing itself. I need nothing that was not already given. I am complete. I am the fullness. I am the source expressing itself through form. I have already arrived. I am home. Stay in that for a moment. Let 963 Hz work on you. Let it remind your nervous system what your mind forgot.
Now, here is where the ancient teaching gets dangerous for every system of control that has ever existed. If you are already complete, if you already carry the Pleroma, then you do not need a priest to mediate your access to the divine. You do not need an institution to validate your worth. You do not need a performance review from the world to confirm your value. You are already, in the language of Colossians, complete in him who is the head of all principality and power. The Gnostic warriors understood that the archons, the forces of diminishment, the voices in your own mind that run the scarcity program, survive only as long as you believe the lack. The moment you touch the Pleroma, even briefly, the whole architecture of the cage trembles. Because a warrior who knows he is full cannot be controlled by promises of reward or threats of loss. He already has what they are offering. He cannot be bought. He cannot be frightened into submission. This is why they buried these Gospels. This is why the teaching was declared heresy. Not because it was false, because it was too true. Your assignment this week, not tomorrow, this week, is to catch yourself in the moment of reaching, the moment when the hunger rises and you feel yourself leaning towards something outside yourself to fill it. And in that moment, before you move, ask one question: what if I am already complete right now? Not as a way to stop moving. Movement is how the Pleroma expresses itself. You are here to build, to create, to impact, to leave your mark, but from fullness, not from fear, from overflow, not from emptiness, from I am, not from I hope to be. Declaration: I do not chase, I call forward. I am the overflow. I build from strength, not from scarcity. I am the warrior who has already returned. I carry the Pleroma in every step I take. I am the fullness of the divine expressing itself through action. I move from abundance. I am complete. I am the Gnostic warrior. I am.